Everyone, we are the Gratitude Girls.
The gratitude girls are in the house. Hi, Lori. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Catherine?
I'm good. I was just about to say I have to go get my book, but I'm not going to turn my back on the camera. Let me introduce myself to our audience. I'm the Gratitude Girls without my book in front of me right now. My name is Catherine Asaro Myers, and I'm affectionately known as RaRa. RaRa's in the house. And I'm broadcasting to you live tonight from very snowy. And we talked about this last week, but that was nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. We are in a blizzard in Niagara on the Lake, Ontario, Canada. And this is the most snow that we have had since last year. I think today or the last 2 days, we've had more snow than we had all year last year. So we're in a winter wonderland. And if you are anywhere near me, you know what we're talking about. And if not, enjoy the sunshine. And I'm here with my amazing partner.
And I am Lori Del Gradecki. I am outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Currently, we're supposed to get 5 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow night, but tomorrow afternoon, I'm leaving and heading to Texas. So
Oh, where in Texas?
I am going to Austin and then Houston.
Amazing. Well, we have some very near and dear people to us in Texas. So awesome. We're happy that you're going to be there. Tonight, we have a great title. It's so great. I'm going to have Lori mention it to you.
If you are, or if you want to build a side hustle online.
Okay. So Lori's doing the text. So let me do a little brief intro. Not little, because there is nothing little about this topic. Sometimes people have a job and they're really excited about that, and that's amazing. And we applaud you for that. And sometimes we meet people who say, you know what? That's just not enough for me. I really want to one day be my own boss. And they start something else. Some people get other jobs and they go and they become an employee of some other company, and those are side hustles. And that's great. And those are face-to-face side hustles usually. And if not, well, we're going to talk to you about online. So let's say that you're one of those people, or you know someone who says, I really want to do something on the side, wherever that side is, and I want to do it online because I believe that I can. And that's fantastic. And we applaud you. And what are some of those things that might come to your mind? So I'll list a few and then we'll talk about it. You might say, I am a YouTube influencer, or I want to become a YouTube influencer. So I'm going to open up my own YouTube channel. Well, who else's? And I'm going to sit in front of my YouTube and I'm going to talk and give people some value. You may start an online course. There are many different platforms. I'll mention like Thinkific, Kajabi, I won't mention any others just because I can't think of them right now, but not to exclude them. So you might have an online course and you might be feeling like you are walking uphill and you're thinking, what do I do with that course? So there's YouTube, there's an online course. Maybe you're an Amazoner. Maybe you're an Amazonite and you say, well, I'm selling something on Amazon and I have this online side hustle and I need a little advice. So, Lori, we know that there are network marketing companies and people can belong to many of them. You could, in fact, just have something, I don't know, maybe you sell abacuses and you want to put that online. So, whatever your side hustle is, you're going to come up against a few things. Let's see if we can talk about that for, 5 minutes or so. Pardon me for hitting my keyboard. All right. So, Lori, what happens when someone wants to become a YouTube influencer or they have an online course and they say, how come I'm not making any money?
Yeah, well, for all those things, and as well as like if you're, selling on Instagram, selling on Facebook, selling on LinkedIn, if you're an author like one of us and trying to sell your books or selling yourself to become a speaker or whatever. So there's all kinds of things, but it's basically anything you're wanting to do to try to build your influence online, right? There's so many different ways. And Catherine and I have been doing it since the internet came out, realistically. Ha, there's my thumbs.
Yeah, there we go.
And but so there's so many different ways that you can do it and different things you can do to get into the search engine optimization if you have a blog or a website also. And so there's lots of different things, and we're going to give you some tips on here. And of course, you can always get with us. And we do have private coaching that we do with clients to take you even further and deeper involved. But we'll just go through some things. And one thing I will say is, like, if you're doing on social medias, um, posting about it and posting about it often, but also posting about other stuff. Like, don't just do every single post is your business, because then what do people think? They're gonna unfollow you,
Mhm.
unfriend you, block you, especially if you're spamming them, getting in their inbox. Hey, do you want my blankety blank blank? Right? When it wasn't invited, or, or they're just not gonna pay attention to you anymore.
And
And
Lori, oh, sorry, that gets me thinking, like, I didn't mean to jump in on that, but I feel passionate about this. There are processes for posting and relationship building. I mean, think of dating. So you post and you're like, here I am, this is me. Then you suddenly say to someone, what I have is really going to be good for you. You really should be interested. And then you suddenly think they're going to buy, but you're nowhere near the sale process. The hello, I'm on social media process is maybe raising awareness. Then there's the prospect and the lead magnet, the landing page. And then there's the sale process. The sales process does not start because you post, because you tell someone how good you are at something. That doesn't mean they've entered the sale process. There's boundaries on that. There's consent on that. We don't say, hi, here's my link. Why don't you go and take a look at it? I can't believe I just shared this with 25 people and absolutely nobody bought. What's wrong?
because you just asked 25 people to marry you today on the first date.
Right. That's why I related it, like to online dating, right? It was just, I never did online dating because, I just get married that many times. So what happens is you meet someone, you look at their picture, you talk to them. Maybe it's the same person when you do meet them. Hopefully it is. And then you get to know them before you maybe go out or whatever. Social media is that plus more. We cannot assume that just because Laurie said hi, that she's going to buy. I mean, she may have a budget and she may be interested, but she may have a vetting process where she wants to know a little bit more about you. And Laurie, what about the people who go into your network and then very nicely start to ask everyone to be their friend because they saw them once in a post and they want to suddenly become everybody's friend and think that's a really good way to go into a message and say, hi, how are you? How about I show you my new course or thing or whatever we got? It happens, right?
Yep, that's why my friends list is hidden.
Right, exactly. And there's a reason for some of these privacy settings. So if there's a side hustle, so if we have a side hustle, if we want to build our brand, first we have to have a brand. Number one, gratitude girls. When you look at us, we're the gratitude girls. There's really no other question about that. So first you have a brand awareness. Then you do 105 steps. And let's just say you happen to have a book and you're watching us tonight and you say, well, I have a book and I want everyone to buy my book. So I'm going to pay XYZ company to make sure my book gets known. So Laura, you have something to say about that. Go ahead.
Yes, absolutely. You can do that. If you would like to also go into your kitchen and open up your trash can and just drop 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and more. Many companies do even more than that. Or, if you want to just throw it away, you could just send it to us,
Yeah, that's right.
right? But we'll do a lot more for you than them anyway. But Catherine and I do this for people also, but we teach you how to do it. That's the biggest difference, is like with coaching on your book, we can do it for you, but better we teach you how to do it.
So if your side hustle is your book and you're stuck, or you're staring in the mirror thinking, I don't know what to do, or you designed a course, you recorded a course, you wrote a course, and you're staring at yourself in the mirror and you just don't know what to do. Or you started a network marketing company, or you joined a network marketing company and you don't know what to do. Well, that's because you're not with us. If you have any of those feelings, you're definitely not engaged with us. So if you know us, and if you are working with the two of us, those are two different things. Side hustles require planning, structure, execution, and accountability. And not, I did everything I know how to do and it's not working. That's not accountability. Accountability is somehow getting in between Laurie and I. Is this between us over here? Getting in between Laurie and I and listening to a strategy where you will learn, you know, the expression, teach someone how to fish or give them a fish. You will learn how to do it yourself, because side hustles, they're not easy. Don't think for a minute that you started something and it's easy for someone else and not for you. It's work, no matter how you look at it. There's no magic pill or magic bullet. There are steps. You know, you could buy a really fancy car that goes fast, but you still have to know how to have a driver's license, right? You have to know how to drive. So there are still processes that we have to follow. And Laurie, when it comes to side hustles, what about people who say, like, I know I'm going to get rich really quick with this?
And some people do, but I liken that to the people that are like fireworks. Boom, 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 boom. Looks beautiful. They're up in the stars, they're up in the lights. But as quick as it goes up is as fast as it goes down. So we teach you how to do things and build to where you're not only going to get up in those fireworks, but you'll stay there. Catherine and I have been doing Gratitude Girls just alone. We both have several businesses on our own. Then we both have several businesses together. But if you just go by Gratitude Girls, we've been doing that consistently since June of 2013. So 12 years, right? And if you go to gratitudegirls.com, you can look at thousands, literally thousands of trainings just like this for free. And you'll see how we help other people literally for free. Now you can also click on our coaching tab there and get with us. So you don't have to go through thousands of videos, and you can fast track your way and you could do some private coaching with us. But you can get a lot of it for free and see how we've done it, because we share our secrets. But we also teach, coach, and train people on how to do it themselves too, and how to get them to that next level depending on what they're looking for.
I love that, Laurie. So if you're listening and you're thinking, I'm not doing any of that, I'm sharing all my links and people aren't buying from me, then think about the difference. Think about the gap between what you're currently doing, what we just talked about, and what's in between. You know, I would call that the bridge, but you may call it whatever you want. You might call it the gap. The difference between what you're currently doing and what Laurie and I just talked about are the steps that are required. So remember when you see children crawling or on their belly crawling and then walking and then running. So there are steps, and sometimes some people do it quickly, like you talked about, and sometimes you fall and you get up. In developing this structure and strategy for your online course, for your YouTube channel, for your Amazon business, for any business that you have as a side hustle, it requires a system and a structure and really good coaching and a commitment. And don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to commit, because you want your customers to commit to you. You want them to buy and be happy. You know, Laurie, they say raving customers bring other raving customers. So if your customer is not willing to tell someone about what they just experienced, then maybe it's time to go back to the drawing board. So how will somebody get with us? Because I already want to sign up with us right now. I have another business idea I want to talk to us about.
Yes, absolutely. So once again, go to gratitudegirls.com. Right there, you can click on coaching. You can send us a message there as well. You can also go to facebook.com/gratitudegirls, hit message there. You could simply send an email to gratitudegirlscoaching@gmail.com and we will get that there. Of course, all of our social medias has our contact information as well. And on all the social medias, it's simply at Gratitude Girls.
Awesome. Lori, it's really great to be here. Here's hearts. It's Family Day. It's President's Day. Some places people are just enjoying themselves, and some places people are shoveling themselves out of snow. So whatever you're doing, know that we're here for you, and whatever side hustle you're building, we'd love to do it with you.
Good night, everyone. See you
Good night.
next week.
Thank you.